Welcome back to Nerdocracy, the show for nerds governed by nerds. We are your hosts and humble nerdocrats, Jordan, Alberto, and Tom. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Nice and spooky.
It's very
Spooky
red.
season is on.
Definitely, right. Definitely
We
very
promised and we delivered with mood lighting. It's either spooky season or another kind of season. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe red light district season.
Oh, yeah.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn the lights back to white. And we're just gonna forget that ever happened. How you guys doing?
Good, man. We're
Hanging in, man. Hanging in.
Alberto, as always, you're in a new place. We love that. It's rotating
backgrounds, you know.
This is the best light of any of the places you've been, I think.
It's in it's the office, so yeah. Very bright.
When it rolls around to winter there, which is very soon in Florida, will you? I thought you said you were working on a studio or something in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think you'll move out there in the winter?
No, I've been working in the garage, sweating my ass off during the summer. So I hope it gets chiller during the. I gotta do something.
So it's just more like your photography studio, not like a recording studio.
No, it's the photography. I don't record there. I record in the back of the house somewhere, over by the other kitchen. Yeah, over there.
Well, that's what you should do. You should record in the garage with whatever you're working on in the background every week. So we all
if you want to see me sweating live on video, then I'll record.
It's not that hot in Florida in like December, is it?
No, I'll record in December. No, it's fine. I'll record there.
It's like we're only like a month and a half away until December, which is insane.
Yeah.
Yes. It's cold as shit in my basement. That's why I have, this massive sweater on.
You are from the north, sir. So
unfortunately,
80 degrees around here again because these California summers just continue to go.
Yeah. Speaking of California, so we watched it's on Apple TV. It's got Matthew McConaughey. The Lost Bus.
No idea.
Yeah, it's some new movie they put on there. It's about the biggest wildfire in California. So
wouldn't that be the one that just happened like 5 years ago or something? Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. But apparently there was a bus driver that saved 22 kids from a school and drove through the fires to get them out and everything. I feel like they were reaching. You could tell a lot of the movie was dramatized. Like that did not happen. Absolutely no way. But it was fine. We watched a lot of movies over the past. I mean, today's like our movie day, Sunday and Saturday night. So we watched quite a few movies, and none of them were that great. The Lost Bus was okay. We watched The Woman in Cabin 10. It's a new one.
I saw the maybe I saw a trailer. Is that like Netflix?
Yes.
And there's a specific main actress.
Keira Knightley.
Wow. Keira Knightley?
Yeah. It's not that great. Like it starts off really good, and halfway through you're all in, and then it starts to go so far out of the box with logic. That always bothers me, especially in thriller type movies, when you're questioning the motivations and the things that people do. You're like, no one's actually going to do that. Like, there's no reasoning behind why a person would do that thing. And it's really grounded, and then it gets towards the end, and the things that start happening are like, no. So that was a disappointment.
Thank you for saving me 2 hours now.
Yeah, it's honestly, I wouldn't recommend even watching it once, which there's some great performances and all that, but not worth watching. If you're bored, The Lost Bus, that's fine, but I think it's a little over 2 hours. So I don't know about that one either.
There's enough on Apple TV that if I was going to watch something on there, I still haven't seen Monarch, which I want to watch all that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the first season of Slow Horses, but I have not seen any after that. I know they're on like season 7 or some shit like that now.
Yeah, they move fast with that series.
Yeah, that series just like kept pumping them out. I wonder if they recorded like 3 seasons in one go or something. Foundation is another one I want to watch. That's the one with Lee Pace, right?
Yeah,
it's so good. That dude is phenomenal.
He's
I was
great.
watching the one with the underground city. Oh, I forget the name. Shoot.
Oh, Silo's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Silo's great. Yes, I
I'm
do like that.
halfway season 2. I left it there, but I gotta get back to it. And I was watching Severance, and what was
The
the
best
other
show
one?
on TV.
Severance is fantastic.
And the one with Jason Segel and
Shrinking,
Shrinking. Yeah,
another great
Yep.
one.
yeah.
Oh, they have a new one too. Last Frontier. Yeah, Last Frontier. It's
That's
kind of tropey in some ways, but we're enjoying it. It's only got 2 episodes right now. But it's not bad. It's got the guy that played John Connor in the worst Terminator movie, Genesis. I don't know his name, the actor's name.
Oh, I don't know.
Good actor. I only know him from Genesis, which is a terrible movie.
He's the bad guy from that new shark movie, the serial killer that throws people to sharks. I think that's the same dude.
What? That sounds insane.
Yeah.
Does he always just bring a
7?
shark tank with him everywhere he goes?
No,
How do you find sharks?
He kidnaps the people, puts them on a boat, goes off, and then like bleeds them and puts them in the water and then great whites and tiger sharks come by. So,
Tell me that that's not based on a true story, because that's
I don't know, but
I could
I've
see
seen
it being.
parts of it, but I haven't seen it entirely.
You want to know why I could easily see it? Because as soon as you said all that, I was like, that's a great way to get rid of a body.
I think the mafia have been doing it for years. So.
Yeah.
Tom was like, "Oh, light bulb."
No more discussing this.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Online.
On to the next thing. But no, we watched a lot of mediocre stuff. One really good thing, but you have to be in the mindset for it, and that's because it's very heavy.
Would it be?
I don't really know how to describe it other than that, but it is a documentary that just released on Netflix called The Perfect Neighbor. Apparently there was a shooting in Florida where this old white lady kills her neighbor, and it's devastating. But also I'm glad that it got made because I hope it brings reform against Florida's laws in that area. It says it has so far.
Florida.
They just approved open carry here, dude. So yeah, it hasn't helped.
Yeah, anyway, that's a whole lot of nothing this weekend as far as things we watched. A whole lot of nothing. I did want to get out to the theater and watch Tron Ares. I did not end up doing it. I'm assuming neither of you did either.
I bought a ticket. My best friend watched it. He works in Telemundo and he got a screening advanced. He got me a hat and some props and everything, but he said don't watch it, wait for it until it streams. It's that
Really?
bad, so,
I'd imagine that would be good to see in a large screen, though.
Yeah, I had it for IMAX, and then after he sent me that, I said, "Don't waste your time." I canceled my. I wanted to go see it, but because I'm a fan of Tron, so yeah.
Oh, me too. I love Legacy.
I did too. I really like.
Yeah,
Legacy.
but
I'll tell you, 9 Inch Nails is what wanted me to go see this new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I was kind of skeptical when they attached, who as a lead. So I don't know. Well, apparently, it did not pay off to attach him as a lead. So
no, I feel like Jared Leto is someone you put in your movie when you want that movie to fail these days.
Seems that way. Yeah. Seems that way.
Because no one wants to go see him in anything. Which, speaking of his talent, I do think he can act, but him as a person, I only ever hear and read terrible fucking things.
He has an Oscar, no, if I'm not mistaken, for the movie with McConaughey. He's an Academy Award winner, so.
Oh, the Dallas Buyers Club. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he made a movie on Netflix that I really liked. The Outsider, I think it was. It's set in Japan. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's set in Japan. But that one was pretty good. Other than that, I mean, the list of films he's been in that I enjoyed, it'd take me a minute to recall them because I can't really.
I mean, Alberto has a figure on his desk right now from one of the movies he was in that I really love.
Blade Runner.
Yep. 2049. He's like the main villain.
He was Tyrell. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was, kept him in a corner and.
Yeah, but he was really good at that, right?
Yeah, what he did was really good. I forgot about that. I can't believe I forgot about that. It means it's time to rewatch Blade Runner 2049.
One of, if not the best sci-fi movie to come out in the past, when did that come out? 8 years ago?
Blade Runner? Yeah. No, it's not that far.
It
I
might
love
be
that movie.
I do too.
5. I think 7 years ago now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He did that and then the two Dunes. So yeah, I think you guys are right.
Yeah. So no one saw Tron Ares. I've heard mixed things. So
I've heard mixed. I've heard mostly positive from people that I know like the Tron series that have gone to see it.
Yeah, same. But
That's
all the
what
critics seem to not
was
like
had me split because I do love Tron. I grew up with the '82 film and I loved Legacy. So, but I don't know, man.
If I find time, I'll still go see it while it's in theaters.
Because I saw Legacy in IMAX and it was fantastic. And I have to imagine that this. I have to imagine that this one also. But yeah, I don't know if I can stand 2 hours of him acting.
Now, neither of you guys watched Chainsaw Man, do you?
I did watch half of the first season and not finished it.
Okay.
I do have the figure though. I like the whole.
The movie comes out, which is so season 1 came out. The next arc they made into a movie, and that drops on Thursday. So I'll be going to see that this week, and I'm very excited.
The trailer looks fantastic, dude. It looks insane.
Jordan, I think that's one that you would like.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen like 6 episodes, and I love them. But life got in the way. Yeah.
Okay. Have you caught up on Dan to Dan, Alberto?
No, still on that 12 episode. Again, life.
I hear you.
You're always doing something, Alberto. It sounds like you have like family over or people in town.
Family, the work. I won't show you how my desk is full of files and all that stuff. But yeah, I got it.
Busy.
Always, yeah.
You gotta be very selective.
Time, I try not to pass out and fall asleep. So usually I'm shooting at like 2 or 3 in the morning and just roll through with coffee till the morning. So
wait, you don't sleep?
No, I'm a night owl.
No, I could message Alberto at any point, and I don't go to sleep until like almost 5 a.m. most nights myself. Yeah. And I could message him, and he'll always respond within like 10 minutes. I'm like, I don't even know where his window of sleep even is.
I'm all around, dude. It's
because it's always
the only time I have for myself actually is when everybody's asleep, so I can wander around the house. So I shut myself in the garage, and then I work. Sometimes I even fall asleep with the camera. But yeah, I try to make it work,
I mean, we all understand that. My only time to shoot is so I get home from work and I carve out an hour every day, no matter what time it is. If I get home at 7, I go downstairs and I exercise for 30 minutes. So then I have 30 minutes after that. If I want to shoot or if I'm too tired, then I just don't do it. So
30 minutes? You pull out a shot
that's all I've
30 minutes.
Yes. So
that's insane, man.
In my mind, I'm always working. If I know I want to take a photograph of some whatever figure it is, all day long, I'm running through what I want it to be, So then when I get home, I know I already have what I want to do in my head. So I set up and shoot in 30 minutes and then move on.
Man, I couldn't imagine.
I work in my head that way also. I got to do this and do this and do this, and sometimes I get home and put it into and it does not work.
Many times, more often than not, it doesn't work. But I had what I wanted. It didn't work. I'll leave it there. What I set up, I'll leave it.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I'll come back and tweak things. And if it still doesn't work, like the last shot I just took, then I move on. So I had a Thanos, Iron Man, Doctor Strange shot working, but it looks like shit. So I even edited it. I got all the way to final post. It's done. And then I was looking at it. I'm like, I'll come back to it tomorrow and look at it again. And then I looked at it the next day. I'm like, oh God, that's terrible. No.
You know what though? Wait on it. Because I do that all the time myself. And then you might not like it the next day, but you might really like it 5 days later. And when you do feel it, that's when you post it.
Yeah. It's got too much digital in it, digital effects, and I'm really bad at them. Like they scream at me when I see them because I'm like, oh, that's very obviously digital.
Screaming in your ear, then.
What?
I post. Say anything I post must be screaming in your fucking ear.
No, that's probably the bar that I hold myself to. All your digital is perfect in every scenario that you shoot. It works perfectly and it's believable and it looks real based on the scene that it's in. And when I see my digital effects, I'm like, fuck, that looks digital. It doesn't.
I think you're just being more hypercritical on yourself than you are on other people. Is really what it is.
That may. I mean, I think I'm okay with that. If that is true, I'd be fine with that.
Okay. But
I'll
then
just
that just
hold
means you don't
myself
put
to
out
an
as much stuff.
unattainable standard.
No, I know my
Always striving.
limitations, so I try not to jump into those deep waters because I know I'll drown. So I'll try to keep it as practical, as reachable as possible as I can. So I try to work with it there. So
Yeah.
if I need some lighting coming out of the hand, I'll just get a LED pocket light and put it there. I'll try to whatever works. But I
Which
know
is a challenge in and of itself. Like, that's not easy
yeah.
to do it all practical or to do it digital. I think both should be appreciated equally because they're both extremely difficult.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
But I really Tom's because he matches the lighting perfectly as to the digital effects, and not many people know how to, and that's what's impressive every time I see it. And that I know you take your time to set up the lighting. Okay,
Yeah, that's why I can never do anything in 30 minutes.
No,
it's just
I know
finding the lighting and finding the right, like it just takes so long.
Yeah,
and probably why I struggle.
Dude,
it's probably also why I struggle with digital.
Half an hour. I sit half an hour with the light, not to overexpose the figure, and I'm just tilting until I get a Rembrandt. Okay, there, and moving away from the figure just until I see there's a good contrast between the light. The figure's not overexposed.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I have to do long exposure shots, which is a whole other subject. So it takes a little bit of time. The half hour, no. Short, I don't have to do 20 shots, but I can't do anything in half an hour now.
It's normally 3 shots. I have my timer set for 3 long exposure photographs, and I'll take 3, and that's it. So 3 shots, half hour.
Every picture I post is from a set of probably 30 photos of that same setup with different lighting, maybe a slightly different angle. Like I'm always kind of like that angle could be slightly tweaked or this lighting could be slightly, and I'm just like 30 to 60 depending on what I'm shooting. Every individual picture, every now in a great while, like this past week I posted a bunch of pictures of cos babies, which are little basically statues, so you can't really do anything with them, right? Those I was luckily I'm gonna take 5 shots each of a thing and be done with it. And that was great. It was kind of a refresher. That was like me palette cleansing between my long shoot.
What I wanted from those after seeing them was oh, I want a comic book, but with Tom's digital art telling me the story, because I care less about the little things, to buy them. But then when I see you photograph them, I'm like, oh, these are so cool. And you did a great job of setting up their little world, with the one girl in the chest, and that's phenomenal.
That's an anime you should definitely watch too.
I have it on my list. I love that dungeon.
For those of us, as I've used this term yesterday, so I'm going to reuse it again. I forgot who I said it to. Those of us of accelerated age, it's a great show because all it deals with is looking back on your past and realizing the things in your life that mean stuff to you and making those changes in today. And that's what Frieren is about, because it's an elf that is 1,000 years old, and she's in this world of humans. There's not many elves because they all live forever essentially, so they don't really reproduce, they don't really have families, so they're out in this world of man. And she goes off on this. The very first episode is the return of a 10-year adventure with humans where they take down the big evil villain. So the big grand adventure is over before the anime even begins. And then it ends with the first episode ends with kind of them all going their separate ways. And the whole series has to deal with Frieren, the main elf, coming to terms with, after all these people that she went on this adventure with are dead and gone because time flies this for her, what that 10-year difference, which in her lifespan was nothing, changed about her. And it changed a lot. And it's her realizing that the small lives of human that she kind of just laughed at, they were a blink of an eye and not worth even paying attention to. A lot of amazing stuff happens in such a short time span, as spending those little precious moments with the new people in her life that she meets. So it's great. It's great.
That sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, it'll make you cry. Is that good? It's so good.
Yeah.
So it's if Legolas was reminiscing about his adventures with Gimli and Aragorn in a 10,000 years down the line. So
yeah, but not even like okay, yeah, because Gimli would last a long time, right?
Yeah,
like there are
it's
dwarves in this world, and they're long lived too, but not nearly as long lived as Freeran. And human, like there's no Dunedains, there's no like long lived humans, but yeah, kind of like that. If you're like 10,000 years in the future, sure.
All right,
That's interesting, man.
You got me.
Yeah. Really good, and that's one that you could definitely watch with the whole family, Jordan.
Oh, speaking of one that you cannot and should not watch with the whole family, have either of you guys watched The Long Walk?
Not yet. I'm waiting for it to come out on like
the Stephen King one. Yeah.
Yes. I went to see that in theaters.
I hear good things.
It's phenomenal. It's relevant, obviously. It's relevant, and it's speaking of crying, like I was the only one in the theater. So I was there by myself, so I could cry freely, and there was no one to see. And cry I did because it's devastating.
It is supernatural though, too, right? Because I know it takes place there. It's not.
Extremely grounded, and it, like I said, it's relevant, so that makes it feel even more heavy.
Yeah, it's scarier.
Yeah, more scary. Yeah.
I was into it when it had supernatural stuff, but now that it doesn't, I think I might be good. I don't think I'll watch it.
It's such a good watch and such a hard watch, which I guess totally rings true with anything Stephen King. You're going to have to marry the two, especially if you read his work. It's always great and difficult. You know, he always manages to tackle that really difficult human thing.
Yeah.
And this one is no different. And Francis Lawrence, I think, was the director.
Yeah.
He did Constantine. I'm sure he's done other stuff. I'm not sure what it was, but really well directed. The acting, I know it won't get it, but there should totally be Oscar noms for those kids. Because those guys, at least the main two actors, absolutely. I'd never seen any of them, either character or either actor in any film before.
I think you have. I think one of them is the Romulus, right? Or
yeah.
Really?
It is the Romulus.
The android, yeah.
I don't know.
I thought so. Well,
I'm a little foggy on Romulus. I watched it on a plane. I didn't see Romulus in theaters. I saw it on an airplane.
The android for Andy, the android, I think it's that guy from that movie.
The redheaded kid?
No. Andy. David Johnson is his name, and he is in The Long Walk. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then I have seen one of them, but I don't remember.
He's like the main guy in Romulus. He's the android who has like the brain issues that then like.
Yeah, but I can't marry the two as far as the character in The Long Walk with that android. They still don't seem like the same person to me. I'm sure they are. It's total error on my part.
He has longer hair in The Long Walk, it looks like, based on these photos.
Then that totally supports the Marvel disguise theory that people hate. Throw a hat on someone and a hoodie, and you will not know who the fuck they are.
Oh, the second kid too. I've definitely seen another stuff because, like, I see the cast. Wait, hang on. This is the Long Walks cast. It also has Ben Wang. Like, okay, there's a lot of actors in here that I know from. Mark Hamill is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just talking about the two main characters.
Okay,
they're the ones that get the most screen time, and their acting is phenomenal. Everyone in it does really well. But as far as awards nominations, I think both of those guys should get them because it's, I mean, incredible what they do. And you have to think about it. You have to make a compelling movie based on a bunch of people walking. That the whole movie, that we never leave that. They're just walking for an entire hour and 45 minutes. And it's completely captivating the whole time. So I highly recommend, but it's heavy. Yeah.
If it has supernatural elements, I can't watch things that are heavy that deal with realistic issues without a supernatural element to it because it's too real, and we already have so much negative shit. Like the news is just negative constantly, so I have a hard time watching. Like this is like a I don't know, a social commentary on this something or other. You add an alien or a monster in there, and I'll watch it because then it's like, okay, there's a suspension of disbelief that make it. This isn't a news headline. Like I feel like whatever you just watched in The Long Walk could be a fucking news headline, or was, or could have been, because I think it's a period piece, right? It looks like it from the.
It's dystopian.
Okay.
It's dystopian in the sense that not like many years in the future, but if this happened and we were here, so yeah. Yeah. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, but it won't be for everyone because, like you just said, Tom, there is no suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
There is, here's the world that you're given, and here's the story.
There's possibilities.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to be racist going after these poor kids walking places.
Not really.
Oh.
It's more societal in an overarching theme. Like our society has crumbled to the point where we do this. The corrupt government does this thing. They do this show, this long walk, to keep people's spirits up.
Oh, okay. So it's not super. I get what you're saying. Okay. So it's not supernatural, but it is an alt history kind of take on something.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll watch it.
It's not the running man. It's the walking man. So
because I'm looking forward to the Running Man, the new Edgar Wright version of the Running Man.
Oh,
I want to watch it. Yeah.
Edgar Wright, I'm in no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah. Baby Driver, love that movie.
I love Baby Driver too. I love every movie he's pretty much ever made is fantastic.
Agreed. One of the few. Like how many people can you say that about in Hollywood?
Yeah, not many.
I could probably count them on one hand easily. Yeah. But yeah, Edgar Wright would be one. Christopher Nolan, Edgar Wright, and then
I put James Gunn up there myself, but
yeah, if we're just talking film,
yeah,
I would.
I was gonna say not Peacemaker season 2 finale.
Which the longer I think about that, the worse it gets. So yeah, we'll not spend another half
also
hour.
Not that bad. Okay, but yeah, we can move on.
It's not that bad, but I start nitpicking it in my mind. It's I think too much. Is there anything else you guys want to get into in the world of pop culture before we dive into the main event?
If you're not watching My Hero, you should, because the final season is happening right now, and it's amazing.
Wait, the final season? That's it?
Yeah, it's the final one. Yep.
Hasn't it been going on for a really long time?
This would be the 8th and final season.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's not bad. See, I can get behind that. I can get behind 8 seasons of a show. I'll watch that. Yeah. I get totally out of it when I'm like, oh, I have 15 seasons to watch.
What show runs for 15 seasons outside of like sitcoms?
Used to like all the network shows, and that's all we watched when we were younger because we would just have to go to the library and like rent DVDs because we had no money. So we're like, okay, we're watching this network show, Law and Order, for example.
Well, but that's okay. Something with an overarching story, not an episodic. What just happened?
Alberto was lamenting Law and
Order. Is like,
got it.
I agree, Alberto, but I also agree with what you're saying, Tom. It's not very many networks that are producing shows longer than 5 seasons these days.
I think the attention span every so often like shortens. So I don't.
Well, I think if you're telling a story like this is a point A to point Z kind of story, where Law and Order is not. Law and Order is an episodic. Every episode is its own thing. And that can go on for fucking 40 seasons forever because it doesn't matter. You can jump in the middle, whatever. But if you're telling a story, it has to have an end. So you can't go on forever. And that's why it's great when you're watching something that's based on a book series, like most anime is. So they have, unless it's One Piece, which still fucking goes.
Or Supernatural, they did not get that memo. So
yeah.
That's another one I used to watch, and I eventually fell off. Too much.
It's 2 years ago.
It's like 15 seasons, right? Supernatural?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
So, anyway.
But My Hero.
My Hero. Great.
Finish it.
Great. It's seasons 5 and 6. The animation quality drops off badly, starts to pick up again in season 7. And then season 8, they've been going balls to the wall. And it's been the same studio the entire time. I think they were just focused on other projects through 5 and 6, which was sad because those are really big moments in the story. But from 1 through 4 is fantastic, and 7 and 8 are fantastic. The story's still good in 5 and 6, but just know the animation isn't as good in those.
Gotcha. Alberto, you got anything you want to recommend? Anything you've been diving into as far as?
I'm excited for the It series that's coming up. Apparently, it's going to be good. So
Yeah,
It's next week, I think. Yeah, 27.
Yep,
I think.
next
Yep.
Sunday. Yeah.
Right
Oh,
down-
also, sorry, I started Gen V season 2, which I brought up on the show before. You guys should watch season 1. Season 2 so far, I'm only like 3 episodes in. It's as good as season 1. I'm enjoying it a lot. So definitely check that out if you're looking for something to watch.
Jump in, yeah.
Well, the overlords that listen to us through our phones, ever since we talked about that on the show, I keep getting ads for it now.
Amazon, man, they listen. Amazon knows what you're doing.
Bezos is always watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what? A little side note. Just looking at you guys.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just not to be weird, but Tom, you kind of have Colin Farrell vibes going on. I get it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Him as the penguin, maybe, but not really. So him as anybody else.
No. Yeah, I got Colin Farrell vibes. I just like when you start getting gray, just rock it. You'll be fine.
Okay. Dude, it's actually kind of great. I noticed like my first gray hair in my top of my head was coming in on the side, and I was like, yes, go for the temples. If you're gonna go anywhere, do the fucking temples. It's great.
This is all white here. This is you can't see it, but it's there.
Oh, that's another good spot because you got you can do the curl, Alberto. You can do the white curl. You know, you could be Jim Gordon. There you go.
I just
like
want
like Cruella that look like Cruella the Bill. No,
not Cruella. Come on, Jim. All right. There's some other stuff I had that we could talk about, but
why don't we get into the main event and then we could
we've made it 32 minutes. Let's go for the main event, which is like we talked about on last week's episode, our spooky season film, the first one. Kind of. We did Weapons, but this is the first one we premeditated. Yeah. And that is The Devil's Backbone by Guillermo Del Toro, brought to us by Alberto, his recommendation. And we all watched it, and I'm curious to hear not Alberto's thoughts first because he's the one that presented it. So we'll start with Tom, and then I'll give mine, and then we'll go to the main guy here.
Okay.
But Tom, what'd you think?
So let me just preface by saying I told my girlfriend because she was supposed to be up here this weekend, but she had some other stuff that she couldn't come. I was like, "Oh, we're going to be watching The Devil's Backbone this weekend," and she's like, "Oh my god, it's terrifying! It's so scary." She's like, "I'm sorry, you're going to have to watch this by yourself." So she was setting this up as one of the most horrific movies that she had ever seen. And so the whole week, I was like, oh my God, this movie is going to be terrifying. So I watched it last night, and I was like, I wrote to her immediately afterwards. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, there's a ghost child, but like, I never felt scared by the ghost child. Like, because I felt more like clearly something happened to him, and this kid also wants to help him. Like, you know, I'm there with the kids, and I was sympathizing with the kids in the situation. And so, like, I never felt the horror aspect outside of the situation that these kids are in because of the humans in their life, not the supernatural elements, which I really liked. It was a very compelling, really beautifully shot movie. Those scenes where it's, I love when directors do this, and I never saw Guillermo Del Toro do this before, where it's a landscape shot, and you have like a group of people on the bottom left and on the bottom right, and the scene is mostly sky, and it's just like this compelling like bottom row of things happening, or just like a standoff. And he does that like 2 or 3 times in this movie, and every time I was like, this is just a gorgeous scene. It was just so well shot and so well directed, and seeing that everything was practical, because this was a movie from 2001 before everything that could be CG was CG. And also, I know Guillermo does as much as he can practical. It just made it better, and I really liked the aspect of what I could see that went into making this film. So I enjoyed it a lot from that aspect. I was a little let down from the scary stuff, but that is purely because my girlfriend set it up as the most terrifying movie she ever saw, which I still don't. I'm like, I'm going to sit you down and force you to fucking watch this movie again. Because I bought it to watch it. Because I was like, it's rentable for $3.99, or I could spend $1 more to own it. So I'm going to spend $1 more and own it.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
And I know, okay, and I have a question that we'll circle back to after we get your thoughts on it, Jordan. I know the movie is called The Devil's Backbone, and they talk about the Devil's Backbone, but I don't really know why it's the movie's titled that, unless they're saying the main antagonist had that, which I might have missed or something like that at some point, right? Because they're saying like the Devil's Backbone. Yeah, okay, but we can get back to that once. Your thoughts, Jordan. Let's hear them.
Oh, very similar to yours. My own expectations made me think this is going to be scary. And then when you go to find it on a streaming service, it's 2001. The posters are rough, but I saw the posters and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this is just about a demon kid, so it's going to be horrifying. But then actually, I think Apple maybe they had when you click on the actual movie to buy it, their poster looked like Magnolia work. It was an artwork.
It is.
Those do artwork for Guillermo Del Toro.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
The Criterion Collection edition of that movie, which I own at home, it's Mignola's work, the cover. So
okay. Well, I saw that. That was phenomenal. And that's a side note, but
that's a good side note. Anytime you have Mignola, positive.
Yes. Did the same thing though. It was like, okay, I could rent it for $4 or buy it for $5. So I bought it. Expected it to be super scary. Got no scary out of it whatsoever. It's very much, I really enjoyed it. It's phenomenal, but it's very much, I feel like, what a lot of Guillermo Del Toro's earlier work was, in the sense of he really plays on innocence and innocence lost, but then also in the purity of innocence, the strength of that innocence, which is why children are the focal points of his early work, or at least Pan's and Devil's Backbone, to an extent Chronos, but he does really well. I feel like this was a companion piece. I'd never seen it, but I was like, this works so well with Pan's Labyrinth, because it's the Spanish Civil War.
Because I haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth yet either, and I
watch it. Yes,
I know. That's on my big bucket of shame. Like that's
If you like this one, watch that one.
Yeah, I need to watch that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also set during the Spanish Civil War, but it's a whole different view on morality. But it follows a female child, and this one follows a male child. And after watching this one, that's all I could think of. I'm like, these should be in a box set together, because they fit. I know they came 5-6 years apart, but it feels like he made them with the other in mind. So he knew he had these two companion pieces to go together. But what I really enjoyed about it is the return to the Pan's Labyrinth style of storytelling, in, like I said, that whole innocence of the child in the overarching story, but showing the strength of that innocence. Because this was a story about the kids, and then the adults with all their problems and the war, and all they want to do is survive. So the kids are just living and surviving, and that's all they want to do. And then all the problems of the adults, it's very, I think too much when it comes to this stuff. So it becomes very introspective for me when I watch a film like this. When I'm not scared, then I have time to think. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to dive into this. But I was engrossed from start to finish. And the actor that plays Caesar?
Oh, Caesar. Okay.
Is it Caesar? Is that the name of the like head of the orphanage?
The doctor?
Caesar?
Yeah.
That guy was compelling.
He was great.
Something about him. He just had
I kept thinking he was going to turn or be bad at some point, but then after a couple times, I was like, oh, maybe not. Because like he keeps talking with the main kid,
Carlos.
Yeah, and like by his second interaction with him, I was like, oh, maybe he's not bad. Because I kept like, I was expecting, again, because I went into this thinking it's supposed to be terrifying, that this guy is going to carve out their spines or something like that into making this alcoholic drink that he sells to make the gold or whatever. Because clearly there's a reason this is called the Devil's Backbone, outside of him just having this devil's baby, or this baby's back open in a jar.
Yeah. Alberto will have
real
to
horrifying thing is him drinking that liquid. That was it.
No, that's just basically he was talking about superstition and how you can sell. What do you mean, the sickness of the babies? But it's just an allegory about superstition in Spain at that time that he was trying to explain to the boy. So I'm
But
really
what
glad.
is that superstition to the overall story that was presented? What does that play in that would become the title for the entire piece? Because like, what was the superstition just that no one believed Carlos when he was saying that he saw a ghost child? Was that the superstition?
I
That
think, yeah, yeah. But
because what I kept going back to is like maybe Jacinto, like the main antagonist, there was a line that I missed at some point or something, like he had that spinal thing and that's why he turned out to be a bad guy. I don't know. That's what I was looking for.
no, I think it was more towards the simplicity of the people around, that they would believe that they would drink it and get cure impotence and all that stuff. So you were dealing with a lot of people that were misinformed. It all has to do with the war, basically. The real horror in the movie, it's not the ghost, and that's what Guillermo del Toro has always done in his movies. If you go back and see all of his movies,
Yeah.
and I think
The
that's
human
why
horror.
he's basically loves Hellboy, because Hellboy is a demon who deals with the horrors that come from humanity. Who brought
Yep.
Hellboy in? Humans did. The Nazis did. They bring him through Rasputin. So it basically portrays the monster in the film as the hero of the film. What's the one with the creature of the Black Lagoon? That's the same thing,
Yep.
basically. Who's the monster in that? The doctor. Who's the bad guy here? Jacinto, who basically represents the fascists from the Spanish Civil War, and the Republican Army, which are they're trying to keep the gold for the people for the Republican Army, but basically the kids are the children of the people who are fighting for democracy in Spain. Which they lose, and then Nazis invade Poland in '39, and then World War II starts, basically, because that's the point when that happens. So there's a lot, there's a lot in there, because basically they're all like pieces in the major scheme of things, which is a representation or allegory to the war that was going on at that time. So it's very symbolic, and I think Guillermo is an extreme humanist, and basically he tells the tales, uh, portraying the monsters as more human than
Yeah.
ourselves. So because and that's, I think, goes back to the devil's backbone, about the people try to over exaggerate or see everything on a macro level, and you forget that basically it's the simple things that matter, and the simple things that make things worth something. So I love this movie, and I'm really glad I sold it to you like the terrible horror, and I was like, there's a little bit of culture here and stuff. It was very important. I think this movie fits perfectly with what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, and basically it teaches us not to fear the dead, because the dead are already dead. They can't harm you, so we have to fear more of the living. So, and I think that's the main point of the movie, the simple stuff.
Yeah.
I had
Even when they were like, when Jacinto's makeshift bomb explodes, and they're like, we need to get help from the town, and like they send that one girl, goes off and walks.
Mm.
The whole time I was like, man, because the last time the doctor was in town with her, we saw them like lining up everybody we met early on in the movie, and we're just
And
shooting them in the back of the head, right? And I was like, this is what's going to happen. She's going to make it to the town, and yet she's going to instantly be branded as an enemy of the state or whatever like that, and be shot, and no one's going to go help these kids, and blah blah blah. And granted, no one does end up going to help these kids outside of more ghosts and stuff like that. But I was fearing just the man aspect of it, the stuff that I was fearing for my friends who were out protesting and whatnot yesterday and stuff like that too. It's like I fear what the machine will do to the people just trying to look for help or looking for assistance and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
very, very timely.
Yeah. Very timely for a film made in 2001.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's the thing is that the Spanish, after the war, they kept their dictator until almost the 80s. So Franco lived a long life, because after World War II ended, nobody wanted to intercede with the situation that was going on in Spain. So they did live with the dictator. That Hitler died, the whole Nazi regime was destroyed, except Spain, which was under a dictatorship, and the Eastern Bloc in with Russia, but yeah, they kept their dictators until the other recent. My father was studying medicine in Spain when Franco was a dictator, so my brother was born there. So yeah, so it's as recent as not one generation ago. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's
because when you
wild.
watch something like this, it feels like it's so long ago now
No.
in 2025, but it really isn't. It's so
No.
sad how like this kind of stuff. This is what the world was like literally right before we were born, essentially.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I hold this movie very dear to me. It's one of my favorite in my collection. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I wanted you guys to see it, and I sold it like a horror. I'm sorry if I misled you there. It
No,
has a horror
you
element.
didn't mislead me. My girlfriend misled me because like I wasn't. I know Guillermo Del Toro's work, and I was like, even if it's horror, it's not going to be like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Maybe your girlfriend. I was going to say her name. Mine. Maybe she knew what was it about and wanted to sell it to you to make it interesting so you to see it. So
no.
No.
When I messaged her afterwards, she was like, "It's terrifying." I was like, "What's scary about it?" She's like,
well,
"The ghost child," and I'm like, "The ghost child is friendly."
Well, some people are panicking about ghost children. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think they're the most creepiest of all ghosts in movies. So
sure, but that kid
Agreed.
never did anything like outside of saying so many of you people are going to die or whatever the line is that he
he's
says, which at the
basically
same
an
time,
old
he's not
man.
like,
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you. He's like, no, something horrible is going to happen. I thought the bomb was going to explode.
Now, he doesn't do anything because even when Jacinto drowns with the gold attached to his belt, he just hugs him. It's not like he's drowning. He drowned because of the weight of the gold in his pocket. So
right, which okay, that was kind of funny to me because when the scene where he's putting the gold in his pockets of like, oh, they fucked up. That gold doesn't look heavy. It looks super light. Like he's just like, let me put a couple in my pockets. But then as soon as I hit the water, I'm like, oh no, now it's heavy. Okay, but it wasn't.
No.
He didn't have a hard time walking.
Yeah. As soon as he started putting the gold in, I told my wife, I'm like, oh, I'm bad about this. So I leaned over and spoiled it for her, who's totally engrossed and she's not thinking ahead. And I was like,
she liked it when she saw
oh,
it?
she loved it. I said, oh, Jacinto's going to drown in the same cistern that Santi drowned in because he's putting the gold in and it's going to weigh him down. She's like,
And
the
other important thing is that all those actors are very important actors in Hispanic and in the Hispanic world, and because Guillermo del Toro did Kronos first, and it was a big success. Then he did Mimic, and Mimic went the route of Alien 3, where the studios screwed the whole production and took it out of his hands. And Guillermo del Toro got so frustrated that no studio wanted to hire him because Mimic was a disaster. So he went back to Spain and spoke with Pedro. I don't know if you guys know Pedro Almodovar, big Spanish director. Tu mamá, no? Oh, I got to sit down with you boys. I'll put you up to date in Legion's.com.
We'll be sitting down in like 3 weeks, man.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Well, Javier Bardem has a career because of Penelope Cruz, Diego Luna, Gal Garcia Marquez. They all have careers thanks to that guy. So he has very, very important movies and very impactful movies. So, but thanks to him, basically, he got this project back. Got finances through, and everything is through Spain. And then he went through. I think next was Hellboy, and then he became who he is today. So. It's
I think he did Blade 2 before.
Yeah, he was in the mist. Yeah, because they had to cut production on Devil's Backbone a little bit shorter in order for him to go do Blade 2. And I think then it was all the Hellboys. So
yeah, and now we have like he's one of the most prolific creators, I think, in Hollywood right now.
And apparently Frankenstein is something else because people are going wild. So
yeah,
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I expected people to go nuts.
And I think he loves Frankenstein. It's his love child. So you can see it at his house. Basically, everything is Frankenstein. So
also, it goes right back to what you were saying earlier about how he likes portraying the humans are the monsters in the Frankenstein movie.
Yeah. We have an arts theater here. There's like a mall that's only got it's not like your normal mall that has, Aeropostale and all that. It's got like more, I don't know, boutique style shops in it. So there's an arts theater in that mall, and they normally play indie films, or when Netflix has been trying to bring films to screen, they put it there. So I was really hoping Frankenstein would show up there, but
I'm hoping
not
AMC
yet.
puts it up here, so because they have they put opera from the Metropolitan Theater in New York, and they bring in fancy artsy stuff. If not, I have a theater down nearby where I live, so I'll probably catch it somewhere. But I do want to see it in the theater before I watch it on stream.
Yeah, if it shows up, I'll clear my schedule. I'll be there. I will watch that.
He did say like it's starting in smaller theaters, but it's going to have a wider release after.
Oh,
he
good.
replied to somebody on a I don't know if it was a tweet or Blue Sky or whatever social platform. I saw that reply going around. He said, yes, it will be in more theaters after the initial burst. I think because the buzz is so good that it got a wider release.
Yeah.
But
I saw somewhere that the lead actor spent like 12 hours a day in the makeup chair for his prosthetics.
Dude, and that dude is huge, so he will look impressive and
good.
Yeah. You see him next to Oscar Isaac, towers over Oscar Isaac. I think Oscar Isaac is like 5'11" or maybe 6. So, dude, is in prosthetics, he'll fit the part. So
I would say as far as sorry, Tom.
No, I was just saying I'm excited to see it. That's all.
Yeah, that's really all I was saying as far as the fall winter slate of films go, what we have coming this year. It's probably my most anticipated. Behind that would be Avatar, but we don't have a lot coming out, but yeah, it's up there. I want to see it.
What else is that's a good, I mean, if we can continue to talk more about the little backbone, but I think afterwards, I don't know what's coming out for the rest of this year. Actually, I usually only know when anime movies are coming and superhero movies are coming. Most of the other stuff I kind of like, if it shows up, I'll be like, cool, I'll go see it next week or whatever. I don't know what else is coming out.
There's nothing big.
Not a whole lot.
Huh, that's shocking.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, there's not. We have Stranger Things, which is the big TV thing of the season, and then Avatar's the Christmas movie. Normally there's a big Thanksgiving time movie, but I'm not sure what that is this year.
Thanksgiving and Christmas are huge movie release times, so I don't know.
Yeah. Huh. I don't either. I'm sure there's something there that I'm forgetting, but Avatar is the only one that comes to mind. I don't know.
You're a movie buff, so you're forgetting it's nothing worthwhile. Apparently, so.
No, correct. Yeah, I normally have it mapped out. I'm ready to go. So yeah, not going to be a whole lot going on. But as far as Guillermo del Toro goes, I am curious. I think we already know the answer to this for you, Alberto. But what everyone's favorite Guillermo del Toro film is?
For me,
Alberto, is yours Backbone? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I love Hellboy because it's Hellboy, but and I love the take he did with it, and I have no complaints about it. But I think maybe some other stories might have been touched because Mignolaverse is so big, and I love that character. I've had all the books. I've read all the books and until the end of time. So it's I love his interpretation. I love how he transfers everything into film and the subject, because I always know it's a humanity issue, and he always touches on the simplest things are usually the details in his movies. So with the being the monsters being the heroes or the protagonists, and humanity as is what it is. So
yeah. What about you, Tom? What do you think your favorite Del Toro film is?
So I think if you asked anybody to guess, probably most people would probably say Blade 2, but it's not, because Blade 1 is my favorite of the Blade movies. I like Blade 2 a lot. But of Guillermo's work overall, funny enough, I think it's Pacific Rim. I fucking love Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim is awesome, yeah.
A lot. Yeah. It's the best like kaiju movie outside of like the Godzilla series, because I do think like -1 is like impeachable, like it's like the best Godzilla movie. I think outside of that though, Pacific Rim might be like my second favorite like kaiju big monster movie. I love that movie.
That never even crossed my mind. I forgot he even made it.
Yeah.
But now I have the theme song, because scores are always living inside my mind. Now it's running through my head. Which the Game of Thrones, the guy that scored Game of Thrones, I'll butcher his name. I'll butcher it. That's Ramin something. I won't butcher his last name, but I believe he did the score for Pacific Rim as well. Really good score.
It is a good score.
when I'm working out, it comes on sometimes, and then I get extra pumped for that.
Yeah,
Like,
you get hyped when it goes like that.
Yes.
Like it has such a good like gearing up
So good.
because it's always when it's the machine parts coming together and them getting ready to like start walking inside.
I saw that movie in 3D.
That movie, the last 30 minutes of that movie are spectacular. The whole battle underwater with planting the nuclear bomb, and you get the feels when everybody sacrifices. It's
I wish the sequel was better, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it wasn't really like done by him. So
the sequel.
I saw it. I enjoyed it, but it did not have that that you want to fight kaijus and help humanity feeling that he put into that movie, because this one felt like, well, yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah.
It was missing its earnestness in a way.
Yeah.
Like the first one felt like you were there with the people fighting against the kaiju and everything else, and the second one was just a popcorn action movie. And it was fine on that.
Yeah, because it starts with trauma. He loses his brother, which was his mate in the first kaiju and Gypsy Danger, and then trying to find him another person, and then he's the daughter of the one in charge, and then the guy who hates him ends up the one sacrificing himself. It's a human story, and that's what he knows how to tell. So,
yeah, it feels like the second one was very much a studio trying to capitalize on the success of the first. They're like, well, we don't care what it is, punch it out, make it big, so people want to watch it. Put monsters in it.
They wanted to make action figures. They needed more robots and more kaiju to make action figures from. And
100%.
So, Jordan, what's yours?
So I would say there is the one I like the most, but the one that I think is also the best.
Okay.
So I would say I like Hellboy 2 the most of all of his films.
Golden Army,
yeah, Golden Army. I like that one the most, and mainly because of how well he plays on humanity, or Hellboy's humanity in that film, with the loss of the doctor and all that. So it has really great emotional beats. Not only that, but it's got everything else you want. The action's great.
The monsters are so good.
Yeah, everything's awesome about that movie. So I like that one the most. But his best, in my mind, is probably Pan's Labyrinth. That would be the best one that he's made. That is top to bottom.
Most people hail that as his best film that I talked about.
It is good, yeah.
And it has the leg up on Devil's Backbone only in the sense that I feel like he had more money to work with. So he fully got to flesh out his creatures, and he had better cameras and everything to work with.
Yeah.
So he brought kind of a similar vision to Devil's Backbone, to Pan's Labyrinth, but he had more toys to play with.
Yeah, it was also after he did Blade and Hellboy. Yeah. He did like these giant blockbuster movies, so he had a lot more monetary trust from Hollywood at that point.
Yep. But yeah, I would say
don't skip the one with the monster. I forget the name. The one he won the Oscar for, actually.
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water, yes. Fantastic movie, also.
He
did another one with Bradley Cooper, and it's more of a film noir.
I saw that one, Nightmare Valley.
Oh my god, I forgot about Nightmare Alley.
Did not like that movie at all.
Oh, I love that movie.
I like film noir, so it's I kind of dig it. But
I just don't like. You know what it is? I just didn't like The Geek, which is the movie itself was actually really good. I just don't like, because this is portraying a very specific thing that kind of did happen back in the early Carney days, stuff like that. So that kind of realism of life, it's just like it was gross in my heart, when it happened. And then watching it, this whole movie is creating, not to spoil, I guess it does spoil the whole thing. It's that aspect of it I didn't like, and that's the end of it. So I was like, okay. I felt gross coming out of that movie. Not that I didn't like the movie, I just didn't like the way I felt after watching it, which I think was the point.
The point, yes.
Yeah. It was the point. Yep. Now, speaking of, we talked about Chris on Instagram, FX Toys. I didn't know anything about that film, and geez, it's been like 4 years ago now. He came into town and stayed with me, and he's like, "We got to watch this movie." I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what it is." And so we sat down and we watched it. I was like, phenomenal. Like he was hyping it. Normally when someone hypes a film,
Yeah.
I'm always like trying to set my expectations. But even though he hyped it, I really like that one. I totally forgot that was Guillermo Del Toro on that one. It was great. It's a good
4
movie.
years ago, so not that long ago either.
I think that was Frankenstein is his next project after that one, I think.
Pinocchio,
yeah.
which I have not watched because I just don't need another Pinocchio story. That's why, but I'm sure like he did the best one. It's just like I've seen this story told so often. I'm just tired of it. So
I didn't know he even did a Pinocchio.
For Netflix.
Yeah.
That was like the start of his big Netflix merger. He did
Cabinet
that
of
Curiosity,
which is fantastic.
I love Cabinet. That I think is, if you had said anything other than movies, I think that might be my favorite thing that he's like.
I love that the alien autopsy episode.
Yep.
Oh, good.
There was like only like one of those I really didn't care for, but it was still well done. You know what I mean? Like they're all well done.
Yes.
I want more. I want another season. Like why the hell don't we have another season?
Yeah, Pinocchio, I feel like though that fits his wheelhouse so well. I need to watch it. You have the practical puppet, and it's a very human story, like Alberto's been saying. Even though it's not a human, it's a very human story. So it fits his wheelhouse. I need to see it. I didn't know it existed till just now. So
that's great.
Yeah.
I think another Pinocchio movie came out at the exact same time too, didn't it? But like a CG animated one. I think
probably Hollywood tends to do that for whatever reason.
I think because like certain rights get just opened up, and they're like, okay, even though Pinocchio was open for a while.
Oh, speaking of rights getting opened up, when they started making Winnie the Pooh horror films, whatever faith I had left in humanity went right out the window. I'm like, that's such a precious.
People are going to do that the second they got a chance.
I know. I'm like, why? Just why? No reason. We don't know.
One question: did you guys have an idea who killed Santi at the beginning, or
I thought the fucking bomb hit his head on the way down. I didn't realize that they were in that like catacomb area or under the school at that time. So when they showed that clip of the other boy like touching the back of his head and all the blood in his hand and holding it to his mouth, I thought that was all out in the middle of that courtyard next to that bomb. I thought the bomb hit him on the way down or something. So that's what I was expecting.
I thought it was Jamie. I thought Jamie did something, killed him. That's why he wrote he drew the.
That's a red herring. That's an exact red herring there, the Jaime. Yeah.
I never, it's funny because I didn't pick up on that. Even when he like found that in the book, I got the sense that they were trying to like lead you that way. But the way he reacted to the kid staying in bed 12, and that was Santi's bed, seemed more like they were best friends kind of thing, and he died. And he was also the one who was standing over him with and he looked horrified that his friend was dead in that early scene. So I never got the sense that he was the killer.
Well, they set up Jamie as the bully. So I thought maybe he just got upset and hit him with a brick on accident. Because you see the brick laying by Santi. So I'm like, okay, Jamie accidentally killed Santi. And that's what's causing this. The Jacinto thing, it took me a minute to figure that out.
And if you hate Jacinto, Tom, in this movie and see him as a villain, you will hate the one in what's the other one? Jordan, the Pan's Labyrinth. So
oh my God. Yeah.
It's the worst in humanity.
I will say that actor though did a really good job. It made me wonder, like seeing, because when you look at it on Apple or even Amazon does this, when you're looking at a new movie, it shows you the cast and whatnot and what they look like now. And it's kind of crazy to see Carlos today. Like,
they're all.
And like Jacinto, I was like, that guy looks like a movie star. And then seeing him in this movie, I was like, oh, he looks like a freaking movie star. I'm like, this is like the Bradley Cooper of this era.
He's very, very known in Spain. So
yeah. And I was like, I'm surprised he hasn't blown up huge here. So
I thought when I first saw him, I thought it was Eli Roth.
It looks like an Eli Roth, but like a prettier Eli Roth.
Yeah, in a sense. But it took me a minute. I'm like, wait, is that Eli Roth? I'm like, what?
Yeah, those eyes, same eyes, psycho eyes.
Yeah. I mean, the same eyes, the same, almost villainous eyes. I don't know what it is about them, but they have this characteristic, it's just villainous eyes. But
But
was
even
great.
he had a chance to humanize himself when he found his family's photos in the vault. He just went down a darker. We just have to kill everybody, get the gold, and even the dudes that were with him left him. He's like, fucking nuts. We're fucking out of here.
Yeah.
You deal with that. So yeah.
I mean, he was talking about killing like 10
Yeah.
kids, just like who's gonna miss these kids?
Yeah. We'll wait. We'll help you. We'll wait till the morning. Yeah. The morning came. Bye bye.
Felt pretty bad for the one guy whose nickname is Pig. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I get that you're fat, but man,
Puerco,
you
yeah.
shouldn't stand for that.
No, I mean, in thinking about it, it's like the orphanage is just limbo. It's like a purgatory
Yeah,
if you think about it. Like the whole place is limbo. Even the bomb drops there and doesn't go off. Like it's this place for ghosts. It's outside of reality. Like it's just different there. The bomb drops, doesn't go off. People die there, they stay. Jacinto never could
yeah,
leave that place as much as he tried. It's like, the orphanage is a limbo of sorts.
you're
Yeah.
absolutely right. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was really cool. It was cool. It made me think, and that's really all I want anymore when I watch a movie. I want it to make me think in a good way, not a bad way, in the way that I'm picking it apart, like Woman in Cabin 10, where I'm like, no, nobody does this. That doesn't make sense. So I like a movie that makes me think, and I'm not picking the movie apart while thinking. It's making me go deeper. So I enjoyed that, which I should have expected that. It's Del Toro.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I
Well, I'm
have,
glad you liked it.
yeah, very good recommendation, Alberto. Very good.
Absolutely.
And I will know never to trust my girlfriend's early impressions of.
Well, maybe she's freaked out about ghost kids. You never know. It's
But
like me
it
with
wasn't
clowns. So
scary. She knows the reason why I went in trusting her is because she knows how like I don't want to watch a scary movie by myself if it's a like a real horrifying movie, like something that's gonna
yeah.
make me like scared. So she was like saying, I'm like, I'm so sorry you have to watch this by yourself, blah, 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 blah. So I was like really bracing for I gotta make sure I have something around that I could quickly pick up to like flip through or something if something's like going wrong. And the whole time, I'm like, this just seems like a really good, like, I don't know, like just a good movie from this era. Like I don't there's nothing scary here. So
No, it had Western vibes to it too, which is really great for me because
Spain looks that way. In that area, Spain is a desert. Yeah. So
it was great. It was great. I feel bad about my recommendations now because they are not so introspective. They're kind of surface,
yeah,
well, that wasn't
movies are
the
supposed to be
point. Yeah. I recommended it because it was a good movie. You know.
Yeah, and you had other recommendations. We chose this one out of the
Mhm.
recommendations, and I think maybe some of the other ones were more like this is a horror movie kind of thing. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I think this does a really good job cutting it out.
Yeah.
But there's someone in the parking lot that's over there just revving their fucking engine over and over again.
I thought it was a baby crying. It kind of creeped me out. That's really good.
It is a car just in a parking lot.
Well,
No,
I'm
I
in
could
my
not hear
office
it.
building and I'm alone. So yeah.
Yeah, Alberto's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I heard
So,
a baby. What the fuck?
I looked up
Yeah.
Pinocchio just to confirm. You know who put out a Pinocchio against Guillermo Del Toro's Pinocchio? Disney did a live action remake of Pinocchio and it bombed
Of course it
incredibly.
did.
Because
Not
I don't
surprised.
need live action remakes of these animated films.
No.
Yeah. Del Toro's doing something different. And he's also going back to the original Pinocchio story. Disney's just making their cartoon in live action, even though it's all CG anyway. So it's like it's another cartoon.
Yeah. Disney's just doing Disney and trying to cash grab. Like, who cares about the content? We want to make money. Put it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's
so confirm that.
I am excited. I'm excited to watch that. I didn't know it was a thing, and now I'm really excited. Can't wait. All right, guys. The only other thing that I can think of is what we're talking about next week, because I believe Tom will be busy doing amazing things.
I will be out
Stressfully
badly.
doing amazing things.
Yeah, which I mean, kind of puts the end right there because we missed 2 weekends this month for the horror
We
movie.
did. That kills us.
So maybe we put more thought into it for next year's October.
Absolutely.
Because I don't think we're going to go until Christmas watching horror movies. Like, So
No, on a show that started off with episode 1 proclaiming our general disdain for horror films. That's all we've talked about. So to run it till Christmas,
but at
and do
least
that,
we had seen each other's recommended, except mine, because mine were. But you both had seen both of your recommendations, right?
very true. Very true.
yeah.
You saw It Follows. What was the other one? Tom's was.
I didn't really even pick one. I presented like a couple, and I was like, "These are
Yeah.
ones I want to see," which I had never seen. I said, oh my God, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1970s horror film I wanted to watch, which I might still watch anyway. But like, no need for everybody to watch that to talk on the show. You guys can talk about whatever you want next weekend. I won't be here. So
Well, I don't know if I can make it either, too. So let's see. Well, I'll talk to you, Jordan, off there and see what we can do. Come up with.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. It's it'll be kind of the Halloween episode, I guess. The following episode will be a few days after. So next week will be, I don't know what it'll be. It'll be great. It'll be
I don't know, but it'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be great. We'll sit here and talk about nonsense for an hour. It'll be fine.
Well, we started with nonsense, and nonsense led up 30 minutes in. So yeah, we can talk about anything, man. It's just
no issues. No issues. Just shooting the shit.
Dude, we talk. Okay, sorry, I have opened in another window, like what the upcoming movies coming out this year are, and we talked about it at the freaking beginning. Running Man.
Oh,
you're right. Running Man is coming out. It's like, right, duh. We talked
that I might go see in the theater and with Frankenstein.
Oh, Predator as well. Predator Badlands. That's I like. There's a lot. The new Mortal Kombat movie is coming out, which I will definitely go see that. There's a lot. There's a lot coming out, actually.
Yeah,
I will go see Zootopia too because I like Zootopia.
I enjoyed the first one a lot. Yeah, but I want to watch Badlands. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Which one?
Badlands. Predator. Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for Anaconda, but I do want to see it because that looks.
The one with Paul Rudd and
yes,
Jack Black.
Yep.
Yeah. No, the trailer's phenomenal.
Yeah, the trailer's.
It's a good premise. Yeah, they're shooting a remake, and it turns out to be a big fucking snake.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got plenty of stuff to watch. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Because we have It coming up and Stranger Things. I think we're going to be talking about horror apparently. So.
Well, Stranger Things is a horror. It is. I mean, I don't count Stranger Things as horror. I guess some people probably do. My girlfriend definitely probably would, based on her reaction to that. That's not out until like the end of November, the first 2 episodes. And then the next 2 episodes are Christmas. And then the last episode is on New Year's Day, which is crazy. What a release schedule.
So we will be talking about horror-related stuff around Christmas. It's perfect.
Yes. Horror. Yes.
Yeah. Horror. Yeah. Quotations. No, but next week it'll just be Alberto and myself, unless we said to bring someone else.
Bring somebody in. Bring Sean
in. We probably will. There's plenty of people.
Sean probably loves freaking horror. He's a death metal guy. But come up with a horror movie and you guys watch that with Sean. I think that'll be perfect.
Let's do it.
Yeah, right. We have how many shows? We have this one and Halloween, and then it's Legion's Con. So
yeah, and we'll see what happens with Legion's Con. If we just go live on our phones, I don't know. I'm traveling light with an empty bag to bring stuff back. So we'll see. I may not be able to bring all the gear to film, but we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I think we'll be drunk and having fun. So.
Yeah, we'll have a good time regardless.
Which means we should totally do a live stream from our phones.
Yeah. If anything, we should do like just a fun like little 30-minute whatever. I'm sure if anything, based on the number of people that will be there, it will end up being the longest episode.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, but we should do it. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
You guys got your plane tickets already?
I bought mine when I bought my Legion's Con tickets, but they just actually changed my flight. So now I have a 7-hour layover.
Yeah, it's Newark, so yeah, I bought it preemptively and then did my whole Catholic gimmick. See, hopefully I'll get there because it's not. It's
I had a 7-hour layover in Fort Lauderdale on what was supposed to be a direct flight. So I'm in the process of working on that, and I think they're going to change it. So I will leave at 7
You go down Fort Lauderdale, then go up to Jersey?
Yeah, makes no sense.
Always traveling from Central is insane, man.
Yeah.
I brought in my brother-in-law for my father-in-law's funeral, and it was a pain in the ass. You had to fly from North Dakota to Georgia and Georgia down to. I don't know what it is, man.
Dude,
I don't know.
okay, I gotta ask because I know none of you guys are coming as far as I am, but how much did tickets cost you to fly?
Mine was cheap.
Yeah, mine was like $110.
Mine was not expensive. Why?
Cheapest right now is $740.
Sweet fuck.
That is a lot of money. That's like last year it was expensive, and it was like $400. Like it normally cost me like $300 to get coast to coast, like
That's with
350.
what airline?
Oh, I have I'm going on kayak, so it like lists all of the airlines and
Oh,
cheapest
okay.
at the
So
top.
that's the cheapest.
Cheapest is 737. So yeah.
Wow.
I might wait until like the week of to see if I can get like a, because sometimes that's when you'll get because it can't get more expensive than this. Maybe it will.
No, my wife I think buy in the morning. I think that's what she does because the later on the day the price. She has a whole theory because she's the one who books our international flights. But I think it's morning time is the best time. I'll DM when I ask her.
I know Tuesday is supposed to be the best day.
Yeah, there's a day and a certain hour that the prices usually bottom out, and then they go
if it was like 500 or less, though, I would have just bought it now just to be like it's done. But the fact that I'm seeing it be like more than twice as much as it normally is, I'm like, I think I'm gonna wait to see on Tuesday, and then maybe I'll check next Tuesday.
Yeah. And maybe I'll just drive.
God, I'd have to like leave on Monday to get there for Thursday.
Yeah, it's 18 hours for me up there. I don't know how much. It's a couple of days to get over.
It's a couple of days, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've driven coast to coast before, and I did it without stopping outside of sleeping, and it took 3 days. So,
fuck me. Yeah,
it's a 3,400 mile drive. So.
Yeah, I would walk 3,000 miles. Yeah, it's a great song.
Very good.
Okay, you're gonna make me want to see it. Now you made me want to see it.
What's relevant? What is this? This cast is just about whatever, right? It's like
it is. It's
about relevancy.
That's right. I mean, I was going to say irrelevancy to the nerdocracy. They're like, what the fuck are they talking about?
We're trying to get to conventions. There's nothing more relevant than being at conventions.
Good point. Good point. Speaking of conventions, Legion's Con, which we probably have talked about. Everyone should go. Everyone should go.
Yes.
We shall be there, hopefully. So all of us.
We'll be
there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Speaking of which, not to continue it on, but Sideshow is going to be at Legion's Con.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to have their statues that they had in collaboration with
Mythic.
They announced those statues last year, so it's just going to be like the first. Like
no cosmic releases unless that's a secret drop that they're going to do over there. So because they usually have one secret release figure that they're going to do over there. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm good on statues. I paid $1,000 for my Geralt statue, and I decided afterwards, never again.
I have too many statues coming this year. One was this one, and I have a couple more coming.
Yeah, but those I understand because those you can put up behind a lens and make use them, and they're awesome. So that's fine.
This was just like I collect MODOK. Obviously.
Yeah, that's a guilty pleasure. That's fine.
Yeah, you are MODOK. Yeah, we've seen it.
Yes, that's me right there.
We've seen the photos. It exists. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it a wrap on this one. Next week, Alberto and myself will be back with someone, or maybe just us. Who knows? No, but we will be back.
Sean, if you ask Sean, he'll be in.
Oh, he's in. Yeah. So we'll be back. We'll do something spooky related for the season. But as far as this episode of Nerdocracy, that's a wrap. As always, please do the obligatory YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, all the great stuff. Turn the notifications on so you don't miss a video, all the good stuff. I should really say this early on, but I'll say it now. If you've made it this far, please do those things. We really appreciate it. And until next time, and don't forget, in space, no one can hear you scream.